Hi, Sandra here. I'm going to jump straight into this card. Now in front of you at the moment you can see that I've got a piece of silver foil card cut out and a front panel cut out as well. The front panel has been coloured by using Versamark ink and eyeshadows. I've covered that technique before in previous videos. I've also cut out a stencil from acetate, and you can see the first part in the palm of my hand, and then the outer part, the actual stencil part of it, is just coming into shot now. So these are necessary parts of the design, and they can be used in a multitude of ways. If I get the time, I'll make another video clip of how I did the background for this particular card. The next element is also a piece of acetate, and this is going to be put behind the front panel. It's a good idea to get some silicone glue and just dab it under any loose pieces of the design. This stops them from coming up at a later date when the card has been given to the recipient. If you get any odd strings of silicone glue, you can pick them off with a pair of tweezers. So now I need to use some double-sided foam tape to adhere this to the silver foil piece. The next step is to adhere the flowers to the centre. There is a little offset allowed on the cutout, so it's not going to be difficult to put them in. I recommend using a silicone glue because it's going to be fixed on acetate. Like I'm going to do here, you may find it easier to pick it up with a pair of tweezers. You can also take the opportunity to remove any odd strings from the glue. Okay, now that we have the front done, it's time to add the sentiment. And I have cut this from a holographic silvery foil, which is being put onto acetate to make it easier to cut. This panel is now ready to be stuck onto the card base. All it needs now are a few sequins and then we're done. This is a very useful file to have in your stash. If you keep watching, I'll show you the other variations that I made. Okay, so here are the other cards, I should say, that I made with the same file. This one obviously has a different sentiment, but if you look closely, you can see that I've actually dry embossed the base panel. I've added a strip of coloured card, and I just coloured that with an ink because I didn't have any of the right colour, and then I mitered it at the corners. So that one's another variation. Here we have a very simple one-layer card, and the sentiment is put onto a raised tag at the bottom. And all I've done here is cut out several of the same copy of the flower. So they've just been stuck on. And for these I actually used a spray adhesive because it's much easier to do that, much quicker, and yeah, they stay on quite well. This one I have done the raised embossing again, and I have also cut out an oval shape to showcase the flowers. And this particular one, I cut the flowers up and used just one bunch of flowers to do the central portion. And finally, I have this one where I've done a base card in a contrast colour. I've chosen gold for the flowers instead, put some gold elastic, wrapped around the card several times and taped it at the back. And this one I don't have a sentiment on yet because I haven't decided what I'm going to be giving it for, but I've left plenty of room at the base for a raised sentiment to go on, and put the card right at the very top fold edge. So there we are. The file will be linked below. I hope you enjoy. Give me a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.